went down that, rabbit hole, it'll just be, the physical. And, I kind of, at times, I used to miss those days because it used to be fucking easy, it was just simple, nothing that was too crazy. But these days, man, what? This shit is like 3D chess, man, 5D chess. You really have to pay attention to who you're around. And I just look at it like, because sex was not perverted back in the day. Even when our spirits are connecting with each other, like through this app, this is what sex actually used to be referred to, was just the spirits intertwining with one another, not a physical act. So, our Taurus fields and our energies intermingling was referred to as sex, but now it's been perverted. So now we come down here and think it's got to be something that is super, lustful and things of that nature. But what's actually going on,
But
the more that you ascend, is just connection. You're taking on each other's energy, and you can be intimate, and that could be a real form of sex without having physical sex. But you guys are consciously giving each other this energy. Well, you saying something relaxed or season?
one of the things that I learned about sex or with marriage, spiritually, is that at least on the occult side, that marriage is anybody you have sex with. It's a union, like you said just now. The sex is a union. That's what I learned in the occult wise. That's how you become married. So whoever you had sex with, that's who you're married to, because the union and the connecting and the cords and the this and that. Like,
Yeah,
you got to be careful.
absolutely. The term sexual contracts exists for this reason. Sometimes you might actually be having sex with someone that, is trying to lock you into something and may not be aware of it. Man, it's kind of interesting that this is the topic today because, I know this one girl, she's very attractive, but you could tell that she has used sex in a way to where it's very dark. Like her intent behind it is dark. And, to the next guy that isn't paying attention, he may fall down into that rabbit hole because she's pretty for one, and two, it's like she's doing it in a form of magic. Her intention is not the same as what the male's intention might be. So if you guys are on the same page, you might not feel like yourself afterwards. And, for someone that's not physically, mentally, and spiritually aware, you're not gonna pick up on that shit. You're just gonna keep going down the rabbit hole. And, look to your left and right at the wrong time, but like, man, I don't like it here anymore. But shit, some people don't have the ability to get out of that hole. So if you if you're not doing the work, you're not gonna be able to see. Like, just because it gets dark doesn't mean that you shouldn't know how to get back to the light. You gotta climb up there, man. You got to do what you gotta do. So I'm telling you, man, this is coming from someone that works in the industry where girls are most definitely throwing themselves every day, because you can't blame them. If a man can do more for her, is she wrong? Is he wrong because he's worked his entire life to get the ability to have this level of access to women, and now he got it and he likes what comes with it? Like this life ain't got no rules. So at the end of the day, all you can do is use the free will that you were given and have some positive intention with it. And again, I don't know if you guys have heard me say this, but keep that sage next to you. Sage is used to turn energy off. And then also keep a candle next to you. That's going to intensify any type of, spiritual um, practice that you do. So sage is to turn energy off. The candle is going to intensify the sage so that you can turn the energy off whenever you're feeling low, sticky, or, not feeling like yourself. And then Palo
And a
Santo.
salt bath as well to cleanse yourself of that negative energy.
Right. That's definitely good. And lastly, Palo Santo. Palo Santo, that's gonna turn energy on. So when you want to promote energy, like say you're having a good day, you said, fuck it, I want to make this day even better. Burn some Palo Santo and the candle. Turn it on. And then get back to me and let me know if it worked.
Candle work. Candle magic.
Yeah. Hey, people don't know that candle is actually that's a motherfucking little like the little tiny transformers that give them the powers and boost them up.
The candle's
Yeah.
supposed to be you. The candle's supposed to be the individual. The individual is the candle. The individual stands erect just like
Mhm.
the candle does. The
Yep.
flame is supposed to be the pineal gland.
Hmm. Yeah.
That's what the flame is. The flame is the pineal gland. It's yourself, and yeah. So when you do that magic and stuff like that with the candle, it's basically doing it upon yourself.
Hmm.
You're doing libations or whatever it's called to yourself.
That part. And hey, Kat, thank you for that tarot card you pulled for me, the Empress with the green candle. I went and purchased one. I sent it to you. I was like, man, shit, this right here. I like this green candle. So, what else was it? There was oh yeah, ocean water. If you guys had the ability to get into the ocean water, I kid you not. If you ever feeling like you having a bad day or someone is sending evil eye or doing magic at you, get your ass in that fucking salt water, please. And then tell me how you feel afterwards, because it's something that I've done many times, and I'll be honest. My life path is 33-6, born in the year of the dog, and yesterday I just realized, I had to realize this matrix does not favor 33s. The matrix is dark. 3 is the number of light. I got 2 of them motherfuckers. So everyone that is a 3 or a 33 shines bright. The matrix is dark. They do not want motherfucking light in this matrix, and they know what comes with it. They know. So getting attacked, man, what? They call it a master number. You don't become a master from fucking just sitting pretty. No, you got to get attacked often, and it's chess. Sometimes you may not want to make enemies with the wrong person. You know,
True. That's very true.
man, you gotta, bruh. There's been many times I've had to fold, and I had to put my pride to the side, like, especially growing up in the black household and community and with this skin color, it's like all of us are viewed as, if you're not tough, then you're weak. But really, that is a fucking psyop in itself. Sometimes you're not supposed to be tough. You gotta know when to attack, man. The Art of War by Master Sun Tzu. If you don't have the ability to actually push through and take out your enemy's resources, you might need to retreat, wait for another time. And I feel bad for people that don't understand. Like, man, it gets strategic when you really want to hurt somebody. But at the end of the day, that's not my goal. But man, I didn't create this shit. It's the Matrix for a reason. You got to know how to survive. Uh, it's something that as men, especially today, you kind of have to have that. Unfortunately, but what do they say? They say good times make weak men, and hard times make strong men. We're in that. We're getting ready to go through that. Definitely. The good times was cool. That was like the '80s to 2025. The 2025 progressing forward, we're about to have some tougher men. It's definitely about to come with it. You could already see what's going on in Southern California. What else? Just a lot. I mean, like, even in Chicago, Illinois, like, there's a lot of learning and aggression that is being provoked on all sides. All sides. So I think it's important that men know how to protect and defend themselves overall. Damn, I didn't mean to hijack the space. What's going on, Kat? Wherever you wanna.
Yeah, we here. We here. Yeah, but when men finding women, bro, it's very difficult. When a lot of men ain't that masculine these days, and the women are a lot more masculine than the men these days. So it's an imbalance. There's a
Hmm.
lot of imbalance going on. But then again, we are in the 2000s, and the 2000s was destined for the feminine energy to be to rise in all aspects. So It's something that can't be helped. Man must the purpose or one of the purposes of life itself is to evolve. Man is supposed to understand that his other half is woman. Woman is supposed to understand her other half is man. So both parties are supposed to learn to be like the other person. When a man gets with a woman, he's supposed to learn how to become that intuitive side, activate more of his right side of his brain, become not feminine in the sense of soft like a bitch, but feminine in the sense where he could understand and be able to merge with her, and for the two of them to become one instead of him standing on his masculinity where he feels he doesn't need to do that through his ego. So that's the difficulty men are having these days with women and women having with men.
Thank you, man. That was so well said. I'm not, man. Thank you. Like, cheers to that shit, because I see it in real time, man. And there's nothing wrong with understanding the process of what femininity is, because that's how we got in this bitch. We came in this motherfucker through a vagina, damn near. Like, if a lot of us might leave through one too, if you're not picking the right ones. So you gotta keep in mind that, like, feminine energy is a multiplier. It's a receptor. Whatever you give is what it will multiply. I've learned my lesson. Like, you ever give anger to a woman, she gives you fucking hell. That's something that you need to be conscious of. You don't have to do it, and it's easier said than done. But that's why it's important to understand that feminine energy is the receptor, masculine energy is the protector. You need to be able to be leaned on. Masculine energy is very sacred when you can get there. But guess what? We're in a matrix where they're not trying to promote that shit. They're saying it's toxic, any form of it. They put it in the food, they put it in the fucking air, they put it in the songs, they put it in the fucking books, the social media. They don't want you to be masculine. They want you to be pretty, like these girls. Men and women don't use the same strategy to maneuver throughout life. Women can be pretty as they fucking want to be, but these guys that over here getting like the fucking fake hair and like get the fuck out of here, man. That's cool if you want to, like, do that, I guess, but that's not masculine, and it's taking you further away from your home base. Uh, the weed these days, I know for a fact, if you're not getting it naturally, if you don't know the person that's actually grown it, that shit is feminizing you. Yes, the weed is
It is
feminizing you.
facts,
There
facts,
is
big facts.
literal science behind it and the chemicals inside of it that are being used to literally promote estrogen inside of your body. And they're so advanced with it to where it gives estrogen to the men and testosterone to the women. I'm just throwing it out there. Pomegranate juice, that's going to promote testosterone within men's body. Maybe women too, I'm not quite sure, but I know for a fact, men. They're trying to ban it in many states. Drink that shit. It actually heals your third eye as well. Pomegranate juice, please. Also, I'm an advocate for a very tiny, no bigger than your fucking fingernail, your pinky nail, microdose. Shred that, shrooms up, take you back to home court. What else do we got? Exercise. Got to do that. That'll take you back. And once you do that for at least like 1 month, you'll see a change within yourself, speaking directly to the men, because there's an energetic exchange going on with this new sun. The sun is giving off different solar flares. You hang around the sun, you're gonna see you will not only receive the sun's light, but you will in yourself in return become a little sun yourself, and people will orbit around you, just like how everything revolves and orbits around the sun, because you're receiving the light. Why do you think in all of these books that always refer to the light? The light, the light, the light. So get the light and then absorb it and then give it to the people that you choose to. But you got to be conscious of what's going on, because if you choose to go up, they say new levels, new devils. And I'll be the first one to tell you. But you know what's cool about this shit is when you don't fucking give up and the bounce back is stronger than the fucking than the fall, it gets fun. It gets fun. It's like a roller coaster. That first fucking up you kind of get a little nervous. Like you hear the tracks, you going up and up and up. You're like, damn, I don't know how fucking far this drive about to be. Like, I don't know when the last time this motherfucker went and tuned up these these rails. Is this gonna be safe? But guess what? That first drop makes it more faster for the next up to come up. So, get up there and like go up the first climb. You'll eventually see that the bounce back is always going to be in your favor because you already did the hard part. And that's what life is about, is going through mistakes, making failures, and finding out what you actually are made of. So when it comes to physics, that's when you know when to do things at the right time and place and to access your mental self and your spiritual self. Even your physical self, because a lot of people don't know their physical nature. If you don't know who the fuck you are, it's gonna be hard. Now let's be real. If you don't know who you are, how can you really access your true potential? And this is why China is such a power, intellectually, mentally, physically, and spiritually, because they've been using this shit. And a lot of people, are in America are starting to get hip to it, but they've been doing this shit for many centuries. It's very common for people not to share their birthday in China. And I used to kind of think like what's behind that? But now I get it, especially after going through my opposition. I like to call it, instead of the end of the year, I like to call it the diamond year, because that's when the pressure is on. And if you can't take the pressure, then you might crack. But if you can, you'll be a diamond afterwards. Yeah, I went through that shit. And it's funny about the diamond year, it'll give you everything at your table, like all your desires, all the power that you could think of. It'll put it on the table right in front of you and say, pick what you want. And if you go too hard, you're gonna get humbled. That's what's funny about it. And I kid you not, that was it was a great memory. I made many memories, but at the end of the day, I would say Gary is absolutely right. Lay low, okay? Lay fucking low. Do not take the power, because it's gonna present itself. It's gonna seem like, and that's the thing. It's the opposition 180 degrees. 180, 1890. Still the 9. 9 connected to the Mars. 9 completion. 9 ether. 9 months to complete pregnancy. That 9 is heavy. So you guys have that opposition amongst each other, which the attraction is even stronger. So you got to keep in mind, like, this is time and place. So, and I'm only 6 to 7 years into this studies. Gary has at least, I was born when Gary was 17. That motherfucker knows what he's talking about, okay? I'm gonna tell you right now. He fucking knows. And it's wise that you listen to the wisdom of someone that is telling you versus having to go after and find out for yourself. Because unless you've gotten as much anecdotal experience and given as much consultations and readings, you're not gonna fucking see until you see the pattern recognition. That's when it fucking gets real. It's like, okay, no, he's saying that 11 light paths are like this, and they always are. Tigers are like this, and they always are. He simplified that shit. So shout out to GG33. You guys need to, if you haven't gotten your consultation, I advise it. I got mine with Wisecat. Changed my life. 2024. Gave me a lot of great details. But that's the thing. Whether it's GG33, KRS Channel, Botsy practitioners, I just like to learn more about myself and motherfuckers that have been doing this shit for longer than me. Simple as that. And at the end of the day, if you are wise enough, you can either backwards engineer or catch on to the patterns and develop something that is your system, because Nikola Tesla was his own philosopher before anyone else could realize it. Albert Einstein was his own philosopher before anyone else could realize it. Billy Carson, Mike Rashid, the Hutama. Like there's so many people that are today's philosophers, but you wouldn't know it unless you understand the pattern. Simple as that. Hey, Season, good to see you, our son. I believe that's how you say it now.
Yeah, it was good, man. Yeah, I'm here, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, definitely. I just I've been in the shadows, man, just trying to develop something that's actually worthy of having over time. There's a lot of drama that goes on this app, and I don't like to be a part of it, but for the most part, I think that there is a core community that has good intent in trying to develop what it is to be a human in 2025, because this shit is getting sticky, man. It's getting
Because
sticky.
people are trying to be too. The problem with people, dog, is that people don't know how to be fucking original.
Mm-hmm.
They've lost that essence about themselves, about how to be you. Who the fuck are you? People don't know who they are. Everybody's just trying to be like the next nigga all the time. I want to be like this person. I want to flex like this person. I want to dress like this person. But who are you really? Nobody knows. A lot of people don't know who they really are to even flex in their own individuality. For a perfect example, I'm over here in the dot, and every chick over here is in the same fucking clothes. You can't even tell them apart. Every chick is wearing spandex shit, that same pants, same shorts, same top. Like, there's no individuality. There's no originality. And that's the major problem with people, men and women.
Facts. That's why, I look at the hardware of women. Like, yeah, you can look pretty as fuck on the outside, but if your software is the same, like, I swear to God,
Everybody's software. Fuck,
and this
bro.
is on both ends.
Crazy.
This is on both ends. I'm sure there's many women that feel like they dated the same dude in different dudes. And same
Yes,
with,
I agree.
with men too. We date the same girl in different girls because they haven't taken ownership of their mind. So when you come across that shit, it is refreshing, I must say. But sometimes, and you have the gift, brother. I could tell you do. I think what we're supposed to do is de-brainwash people. Give them an opportunity to at least see the red or blue pill. Some people are just like, fuck it, I don't care about the pill. But at least we show them, like, look, this is what life can present. This is what you can do if you would like to. But that's the thing, man. What do they say about the 144,000? It's those that were chosen, those with the light, those that have discernment and awareness and free will to enlighten others, because there is an opposing force that is trying to make it dark, super dark. And I'll tell you right now, coming from a 33, it hit me yesterday, man. I'm very conscious of when I need to spend time by myself, because you could feel it. Like I'm a dog. And like dogs, they're very intuitive. They can just feel energy. You know what I'm saying? And I hate when people are being inauthentic. Similar to what you said earlier. It just doesn't really rub me right. But who am I to say that this person wasn't supposed to live their life all the way up until this point? For me to look them and say, all right, I'm not going to cuss at you or call you out your name. I'm not going to put my hands on you. I'm going to just let you get out whatever it is that you need to get out. And then when the time comes to my point, when the scales are so tipped and I've had enough, I just tell you, look, I just feel like this is what's going on. In the most humblest way, in the most nicest way, because karma is real. I don't want to make that exchange any heavier than it has to be. But it just kind of sucks because sometimes, as those who are gifted with this awareness and ability to think, you have to kind of be the punching bag for people. And, it's hard. Some people aren't okay with that. I get it. Trust me.
How much people, brother, even want to think these days? How much people really want to think?
But, that's the thing.
For themselves.
No, but do you want them to think?
I want them to be the same thing that I want for myself. Just be you.
Okay, well,
just be you.
All you can do is lead by example at that point, because you can bring the horse to the water, but you can't make it drink.
And be the best you that you were meant to be, that you were created to be.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people are just, they haven't even begun the journey. They They don't even know what you guys are even saying. They don't
Exactly.
understand it.
But that's why, because they're suppressed. They have literally blocked themselves from the energetic uh
They live in the
sources from
3D.
above. No, that's all it is. That's why I'm trying to get everyone to understand when I say these life path numbers, these zodiac signs, whatever, exaltations of certain planets, all that good shit. Everyone is down here. Now, some people, their energetic higher self is higher than others. Hence the master number theory. This is the potential that this person can achieve. Doesn't mean that they have access to it. If you eat McDonald's every fucking day and you don't work out and you cuss out your fucking friends, your mom and your girlfriend, your boyfriend, and you don't have good karma, you're not fucking accessing that shit. Let's be real. There's laws in this universe, the 42 laws of Ma'at. She said it. I'm just giving it to you. It's not my wisdom, but I have it. Silly little rabbit. So I think it's very important that everyone should just take the time to clear your fucking vessel out, You don't have to meditate. There's different forms of meditation. I mean, at some point in time, like, the caterpillar doesn't have to stay in the cocoon forever. That's what meditation is. That's exactly what meditation is. It's the cocoon. So once you access that metamorphosis, you can transform. Then fuck the meditation, bro. You already a butterfly. You know how to fly. What the fuck you still meditating for? You just got to go through the process, get it over with, and things will, start to line up. But I need everyone to understand it's very important. You gotta understand your vessel.
Evolve.
Yes.
You gotta evolve.
Yeah, your vessel. It's your vessel. So
Here's the best thing about the universe. If nothing else will move you, the universe will. Whether you want to be stubborn or not, when those planets up there move, you change regardless you like it or fucking not. Too bad for you. That's why I pay no attention to people that come in here in any of the spaces. Oh, you guys are your numerology. You guys are your numerology. And I just listen. I'm just like, okay, cool. No problem. You don't believe in it. But when them stars and planets up there start transitioning, you will move, whether you fucking like it or not, whether you believe it or not. And some of them end up moving in the sense of they shift from this is not believable to maybe I should listen a little bit. That's a shift. Even if it's a small shift, it's a shift.
Oh man, it be the small shifts. That's the thing. Everything starts at a seed level and then it grows. What did KRS channel say? He said, you might think that you're studying astrology, these planets, but truth be told, these planets are studying you. And then they let you know when the next level can appear. And what Super Mario, why is it that Super Mario is fucking hitting mushrooms and growing? And then going through the fucking game? Come on. Hey, Wise Music, what you got for us?
Guys, I sold my payphone.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you. The karma's gone. And there was a schizophrenic who bought it too. He was really
Let's
it
go.
was some weird fucking like white dude, some Florida man, right? He had fucking face tats and shit. Good thing my boyfriend was there. He was like, "Can I look at it?" And then he was holding it back like away from him to show him. And then we were talking shit about him after he left and he bought the phone.
Super Mario Brothers is seriously occult.
Bro, it is.
That's a serious
occult.
It's not occult video
what? That was
It's
the most
not only
random
that,
shit
though,
I've
man.
ever heard. Super Mario Brothers
What are
is
you
a
talking
cult.
about? It's a
What?
video game.
Yes.
Let's go down. Come on, wait,
let's do it.
wisdom. I know you know this. I know you know this shit. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. You go.
Let's go.
I'll let you
Wait,
go
what
first.
type of cult? Like, be specific. Like, is
Occult.
it religious?
This
Oh,
motherfucker is
occult. Okay.
No, not religious.
No.
Like
Okay.
He's a little man.
I thought you meant
chakras.
cult.
It has to do with the chakras,
Okay.
reptilians.
Come on, bro. He's a little man, and he goes through life, and as soon as he takes,
He really
or as soon
he's
as
just
he
fighting over
opens
pussy.
his next,
He just fighting browser over some pussy.
No.
Let's be serious.
no,
He's the red chakra.
bro. Look,
So yeah, Mario he want Peach so bad that he's willing to fight demons day and night every day.
You
no.
step on the
It's not
turtle's
that he
head.
want Peach.
You get
he
it,
loves
turtle head.
Peach.
Like
He
turtle
want
head, you know
her
what turtle head
bad.
is?
He
It's
loves.
when you gotta poop and then it goes back upside you.
Oh, that's
like, that's turtle head.
nasty. Oh, that I hope
Yeah.
y'all never go through that.
Mario's the red
women,
chakra.
Women don't poop.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Mario's the
Mario
red
is-
chakra fucking shit up. Luigi's the green chakra. He's all about the heart.
Dude,
He's all
Luigi
about
Ben
the
told him
connection.
to stop chasing that bitch, and he was like, "No, but she bought a
Mario
friend."
and Luigi are
And
literally
Daisy,
the
no,
epitome
come
of
on, no.
love.
Luigi and Daisy,
They're-
Don't nobody even
No,
be trying to be Luigi and Daisy for
no, but
Halloween. Don't
this
nobody
is what
think
the
that's
game is
couples
talking
goals.
about. Watch this. This is what the game is talking about. Love. That's the end goal. That's the
They
all
got so
together.
many
It's
love
named
songs. I just
Super
want to sing
Mario
them right now.
Brothers. It's like Brokeback Mountain. Like, it should be fucking Mario and his princess conquering the princess.
Yeah, but he's
Bowser, the
doing all that shit.
reptilian.
He's doing all of it because of love, though. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, bro. Yeah, sex may be involved to some degree, but let's be real. Like for the woman and the masculine and feminine counterpart, because why the fuck would he go through
Princess
that
Peach is
bit?
just Princess Bubblegum from Adventure Time. I said what I
Why would
said.
he?
Princess Peach and how Mario trying to get to the castle or whatever, like that, and him being the red chakra is the energy of him trying to return back to his original self. Hence why he tries to keep getting back to the princess. He's always saving the princess because the energy which he is always trying to travel up. Hence they're always going up what? Brick roads. The brick road represents the
Obstacles.
spinal cord.
Yeah, and the obstacles, but let's be real, man. Like how often? What was I gonna say? It was Oh yeah, it's Metatron's cube, man. The feminine and masculine polarity. We came into existence through man and woman. So he's trying to get to the counterpart so that he can co-create with her and create more. Because that's the woman.
Man is always trying to get back to woman.
Exactly. Like what's the first three
Man
letters?
is always trying to get back to woman, to get back to his true self, to merge back with part of himself.
Man
and woman were once one, and something split them.
They still are. What's the first three letters of manifest? Man. And he trying to be a man, okay? So he need to be with his ladies so that he can do that shit at a higher rate.
Who wrote that language? A man. Just like his story, just like gynecologist, mental health, fucking mammogram, fucking all that bullshit, fucking.
Well, hey, you know what? It still got magic.
It's all your guys' curse. You know what?
No, I don't.
You cursed.
There were some women that were involved in this motherfucker too. Believe it or not. It wasn't all men. There's some women that were down for the fucking
menopause, fucking menstruation, fucking. I can go on. Let's go.
But I mean, what
the mushroom in Mario too was representing of eating of the pineal gland seed.
Exactly, because you have to evolve.
It was eating of the pineal. The mushroom represents the pineal gland. Hence why every time he ate it, he went super. As they said in Adam and Eve of eating the apple, their eyes were open. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Mario. His whole body opened up. He became super Mario as he ate the mushroom.
No, the mushroom is the opening of the mental and the spiritual realms. No longer the physical. He grew. He got access to the mental and the spiritual.
Yes, that part too. He grew. My bad. I forgot that part. He grew in size.
He literally does grow.
Fucking millennials. You can tell when people are born in the 90s and shit, for real.
Yeah, what's crazy is everyone, they put this shit into art because no one wants to stand on a podium and tell you this is what you should do, because we all got families, kids, loved ones that we want to protect. And then when you start opening up, talking like these great philosophers that have already done that shit, you get threatened.
So what would be the point of Mario Brothers? Are they like trying to subliminally like implant?
Man, he did what his purpose was to teach people. Yeah, he planted a seed for this conversation.
Okay.
Literally.
Mario's job is to do nothing but protect the princess.
Can you explain this game to me? Because I didn't like that game because I can never win it. So I said, fuck it, like real quick. But I did like Excite Bike. I fucking love that game.
Yeah, it's just going through obstacles of life and never giving up. As much as you fall, you better get back up. And if you need a mushroom to ascend, then do so. But like I said, no bigger than your fucking pinky nail, okay? You need to experiment on yourself and know who you are before you start diving in 5, 10, 15. Fuck that shit. Just microdose. Take it no bigger than your pinky nail so that you understand what it means to be something beyond the physical.
And Mario also demonstrated lack of not showing greed, because when he ate the mushroom, he didn't eat the whole thing. All he needed was just one bite.
That's because he still didn't have the woman. He still spent the rest of the game chasing that dumb kid.
It demonstrates not to be greedy, not to be glutton.
What's her lesson? She was an asshole.
Well, no, Peach.
Princess Peach always had attitude. She always had attitude with Mario. So she had to learn that she needed help. She needed Mario.
Right.
That's where
Are
she
we
had to
talking
learn
about the same
submission.
video game,
Yes,
like
we
Super
are.
Mario
Yes,
Brothers, like
we
the
are.
first
Yeah,
one?
Super Mario. Princess Peach had to learn submission. What
I
was
didn't
her
even know what the
submission?
name.
She had to learn to submit to Mario to allow Mario to protect her because she felt that she's the princess and she had the whole kingdom and she's good. But then when she came across a foe like Bowser, the reptilian, that said, I got ways to get at you that nobody else can. Now she needed something stronger, something higher. And when Mario demonstrated his strength, she found that appealing and she allowed him by submitting to him to allow him to protect her
Man,
and
Princess
calling
Peach is
him
literally
he
I
became
have
her
no
prince,
idea what
king,
you guys are
whatever.
talking about. For real.
Princess Peach is literally the definition of the cute girls with the attitude today. I kid you not.
Okay,
Yeah.
what about fucking Rick and Morty? Go down that one.
Yeah, that one.
Oh dear
I
Lord!
don't know.
I
I feel
really
like that's
didn't
the
think I was
side,
going to
low-key.
wake up and learn the meaning of life through Mario Brothers.
I know, right?
Rick and Morty. You
Hey yo,
guys,
we could do
guys
that.
are
We could do this
hilarious.
Teletubbies.
Yeah.
We could do
No,
this through
exactly.
Power Rangers. You guys pick
Yeah.
a
All right,
cartoon.
keep going.
Pick a
Keep
cartoon. You
going.
guys pick a
I'm open
cartoon.
to
So you
learning.
guys like those turtles, don't you?
The
Ninja
Turtles.
Turtles. Ninja
Yeah.
Turtles. That's all about the
Turtles,
chakras
what about
and Chinese astrology.
what about Alvin Simon Theodore? He's got glasses.
Chakras, all about chakras. Alvin, the red chakra, always raging, always ready to go, excited, young kid, wild. Heart chakra, green. Simon, Simon was blue. Theodore, green, always eating, always about family, keeping everybody together. Simon, blue, always talking, intelligence, trying to guide everybody. It makes sense.
What about
just-
what about you can't do that on television?
What? That I never seen that show.
What about man, I'm full. I ate too much. I've been eating, like sitting here listening to you after like fucking
Let's do Power Rangers. 7 Power Rangers, 7 chakras.
I've never seen that though. What about
Zordon?
Ren and
Zordon
Stimpy?
represents the higher. Zordon represented the higher selves of the 7 Power Rangers. The Power Rangers were always, I think it was 7 or 5, whatever. But the Power Rangers had to learn that them coming together as one, which is the 7 chakras coming together as one in alignment. That's how they became their better selves and their best version of themselves. And who did they have to learn from? Zordon. Zordon being behind the glass, the pineal gland, the higher self.
What about
It's so simple. It's not even funny. Like Ninja Turtles, green, heart, family. Raphael, blue, same shit. Talking, leader. Donatello, knowledge, the highest
George.
self, crown chakra.
Curious George. Clifford the big
Curious
red dog.
George.
Clifford the big red dog.
Well, look, I remember that show, but what was
Tom
up
and
with
Jerry,
that? Was
Tom
he
and
wild?
Jerry,
He
Tom
must
and
have been a
Jerry.
wild. He must have been a wild dog.
Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry,
Mhm.
Cat and Mouse. That's you right there.
Porky the pig. Fucking Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Yeah, that's all Chinese astrology. It's all going back to the rat. They just made him a mouse, but it's still representing the rat. Still representing the rat. Mickey Mouse is who? The most important out of all Disney.
It's funny inside.
The rat and the mouse. Same shit. They just changed it from a rat to a mouse.
Es diferente. Está muy loco. No tengo dinero ahora. I said, look, it's been a good day so far, though, man. How's everyone's Friday going?
Oh my god, I just.
It's a great Friday. I'm done work now. Fuck.
You dig?
Glad I'm
Go out
done.
here and get it popping pretty soon, man. I'm about to get this sunlight, the workout,
Ranger.
and then go do it again. Man, I gotta record what's going on here in this Southern California, man. I wanna show what it's like to be a promoter in 2025, man. It should get wild. Get wild. I think Sharp, is he talking?
Yeah. He likes to do that. Ranger.
He likes to. Oh man, hey, tell Rico I apologize.
I will not. That motherfucker is mean to me all the time. He's like,
Okay, fuck him.
yeah, fuck him. And I'm tired of
Yeah,
him
now he's
sending.
being an
He's
asshole,
sending me
man.
fucking pictures of himself in my DM. Like, stop
What the
with the
fuck?
fucking
Oh
weirdo
no.
fucking
See, look, I told you, I was like, bro, something
with
up
his
with you.
shirt off
Like,
and shit. I'm like,
oh no,
ugh.
oh no. See, look, no, that makes sense. I read it. I clocked it. I'm like, bro, something up with you, man. Like, you can't.
Like,
Kind of moving kind of funny.
gross. He's like, I'm like, ew. And then he's like, I'm in a sauna. I'm like, ew.
Man, yeah, that's that. What is that? That 1980 swag? Shit.
That's a fucking 9 lights ass shit. I don't know.
Man, hey,
I don't even
I
care.
wish that every man could just go through like a dating course and understand what it is. Because you don't have to be the best looking. You don't got to be 6 foot. You don't got to be fucking nothing but yourself. And just be you. And literally, but the goal is not to get the sex. It's to build a relationship. Like, get to know her.
Well, I
'Cause
mean,
you may not even. No, truth be told, you may not even want the sex once you get to know her. Truthfully, like,
dude, I would never.
vice
I
versa.
could never be with any. I'm a Scorpio. There's no way. Man, if there was some pussy ass man, like, they couldn't, like, fuck that. Maybe when we're like 90, then we could have nothing to do, but I don't know. You know what I mean?
No, I get that. Yeah, you know.
Fuck all that shit.
Yeah, but yeah, it's very it's just wild, man. It's wild. I don't get it.
You're a dog. I can't believe you're talking like that. Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. I'm not just a dog. I'm a spiritual dog. You dig? Like, all dogs go to heaven. We here.
You and your movie, man. You need to lay
Yes,
out the.
sir.
You need to lay out the Disney.
That's a big movie. All dogs go to heaven.
You
Man,
dig?
you guys
Yeah,
need to
come
lay
on.
off the Disney and fucking.
No, hey,
Well, what do you
I've
think
been-
Disney
I've
is?
been there for a while.
What do you think? What do you think Walt Disney is? Mr. Freemason,
Mr. Yeah.
Captain Mason, right there. Fuck.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be
nah,
surprised if he was in a Grand Mason.
let's
I
be
don't think
real
he-
too.
yeah,
Like,
no, he's-
there's a lot of emotion that comes with that as well. So when I think about it, like, especially in this 9 year, there's a couple girls that I would date, but you know, at the end of the day, it's like my job is so conflicting, and I know it's gonna get there. I know it is. Like, they can tell me, oh, as long as you trust me, but you don't get it. If your friend sees something that had nothing to do with me, and she tell you, and your emotion gets involved, and the trust gets broken, then it's just fucking drama. And I don't want to fucking go through that. And I just think in this 9 year, I'm gonna fucking listen to Gary. Literally, I didn't listen in my fucking opposition year.
Tell me why this motherfucking stupid ass 9 year needs to be in a motherfucking snake year. Bullshit.
Well, the 9 has 2 sides, good and bad. But I just don't want to fucking.
Sucks.
I don't want to find out. I don't want to find
Exactly.
out.
That's why I have to keep sitting still with that part. Fuck. But what is what it is?
Just
Whatever.
no need to plant seed. I mean, you can get to know people, but you don't have to start anything. You can still do all of the relationship type things without being in a relationship. Just, I mean,
So you just, as long as it's not consummated, is that what you're saying? Like,
yeah, as long as it's not like, as long as you guys both understand that it's not planted, you know, like, you didn't say, all right, this is when it's official, or we're gonna have respect for each other, because
basically get to know each other before like you officially start it.
Because the 9 is magnetic. It's Mars. It's all of the fluid within the human body. It's literally it's like you guys get that pull towards each other. It's gonna be tempting. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well enjoy it. Like, you didn't come down here not to fucking know what it's like to not be high on real weed, or take a glass of alcohol or water, or, you know, something along them lines. Have sex, get your heart broken, heal, work out. Like, you came down here to experience all that shit. You mean to tell me on the 9 you're not about to do that? Fuck no. We about to do that shit all year, but you just gotta be conscious. If you don't want to fucking be in a relationship or start a relationship, don't fucking do it.
all right, so I'm gonna go take someone else's inventory because Gary's in space right now, and that chick Crystal's over there, and I got it. They're both on the speaker panel.
Oh, yeah.
I just
No,
can't help.
hey.
I can't help
I'll be
myself.
there.
I gotta hear what's going on over there.
Yeah, I've been resisting it all day. He's been in space. He's been on that space literally the entire day.
Yeah.
And now she's up there on the speaker panel. I can't. I gotta go
Yeah.
see what's going on.
Yeah.
I'll put the link up top. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Let me get it.
Let's get it popping.
Could you be popping, boy?